Welcome back to the channel Coins Buyers, Coin Collectors, and Curious Viewers. If you're fascinated by coins that are worth far more than their face value, you're in for an exciting ride today, because we're diving deep into the incredible story of the 1982 1-cent penny from the United States, a coin that has stunned collectors around the world and reached a jaw-dropping valuation of $6.5 million under extraordinary circumstances. That's right. What was once a simple copper-colored penny in circulation has become a treasure trove for numismatists due to a unique mix of mint errors, metal transitions, and rare die varieties, making it one of the most intriguing coins in American history. Let's go back to 1982, a pivotal year for the U.S. Mint, where a major shift occurred in the composition of the Lincoln cent. Before 1982, pennies were made primarily from 95% copper and 5% zinc, but due to rising copper prices, the mint opted to switch the composition to a cheaper core of 99.2% zinc with a thin copper plating. During this transitional year, the mint produced coins in both compositions, and in multiple varieties, creating an environment ripe for minting inconsistencies, experimentation, and mistakes. In total, there are 7 known varieties of the 1982 Lincoln cent, some with large dates, some with small dates, and each produced in either the copper or zinc format, with or without mint marks from the Denver Mint or Philadelphia. But the most valuable among these is the elusive 1982 small date copper penny, a coin that, officially, should not even exist. According to mint records, all 1982 small date cents were supposed to be zinc, but a few copper planchets somehow made their way into the Denver Mint production lines and were struck using the small date dies, creating an exceptionally rare anomaly that went undetected for decades. Only a couple of these coins have been authenticated by top grading services, and their verified existence proves that errors of incredible historical and monetary value can still surface from everyday change. The 1982 small date copper penny is so extraordinary because it challenges official mint documentation and showcases the kind of production mistake that should never have happened, making it the perfect storm of rarity, mystery, and desirability among collectors. It's not just the metal composition or date size that matters, it's the unintentional combination of both, along with the specific Denver Mint mark, that gives this coin its multi-million-dollar edge. Adding to the intrigue are other factors that can increase the value of 1982 pennies, such as double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, and broad strikes, all of which can contribute to a coin's uniqueness and rarity. Imagine finding a coin with a misaligned die that gives Lincoln's portrait a ghostly shadow, or a doubled image on the words, Liberty, or, In God We Trust. These types of errors, while not as historically significant as the copper 1982 small date variety, can still command hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the severity of the error and the condition of the coin. That's where coin grading comes into play. Professional coin grading services like PCGS and NGC assess a coin's authenticity, composition, and condition, assigning it a grade on a 70-point scale that can drastically affect its market value. A high-grade, mint-state example of a rare error coin like the 1982 small date copper penny is what truly drives the value into the millions, as collectors vie to own one of the finest known examples of such a historically significant anomaly. But let's not forget about the story behind the coin. The combination of a rapidly changing minting process, human oversight, and outdated procedures led to a perfect storm in which errors slipped through the cracks and into circulation, hiding in plain sight for years. For decades, no one knew these coins existed, and even after they were discovered, the numismatic world was skeptical until multiple tests confirmed the copper composition and accurate weight of 3.1 grams, compared to the 2.5 grams of the zinc versions. The implications were huge. How could a coin that was never supposed to be made, based on the mint's own transition timeline, come into existence? The answer likely lies in the chaotic environment of the U.S. Mint during 1982, when workers had to rapidly adapt to new procedures and possibly overlooked old planchets that accidentally made their way into modern presses. That single oversight created one of the most prized treasures in coin collecting history. This discovery has since led to a surge in people checking their change jars, digging through old penny rolls, and hunting down any 1982 D coins they can find, especially those with small date features, in hopes of discovering a piece of numismatic history. It has also ignited new interest in mint-era coins in general, reminding everyone that even in a tightly controlled process like coin production, mistakes can and do happen, and when they do, they can turn a 1-cent coin into a $1,000,000 marvel. The legacy of the 1982 penny doesn't stop with just the copper versus zinc issue or the small versus large date controversy. There are also known examples of transitional errors from coins struck on the wrong planchets, where a coin intended to be zinc was struck on a leftover copper planchet, or vice versa. These transitional errors, when combined with a mint mark and a rare die pairing, make the coin even more valuable. So why does the 1982 D small date copper penny in particular fetch up to $6.5 million? It's the convergence of multiple rare traits: incorrect metal composition, a specific small date design, a mint mark that wasn't supposed to appear on that composition, and confirmed authenticity. That combination is like winning the numismatic lottery, a statistical improbability so rare that it becomes the stuff of legends. It's not enough to just have an old penny from 1982. You need the right weight, the right design, and the right mint mark. Most collectors start by weighing their 1982 pennies using a precise digital scale. Copper pennies from 1982 should weigh approximately 3.1 grams, while zinc pennies come in at around 2.5 grams. But that's just the first step. Determining the date size and inspecting for a D mint mark adds another layer of complexity. To spot a small date versus a large date, you'll need to look closely at the number 2 in the date. The small date has a more curved and tighter loop, while the large date is bolder and more defined. Lincoln's bust alignment with the lettering also offers clues. It's detailed, meticulous work that has become a passion for many collectors hoping to discover a $1,000,000 mistake hidden in plain sight. Stories have emerged of individuals who found one of these rare coins and sold it for life-changing amounts, enabling them to pay off debts, buy homes, or invest in their future. For those lucky enough to stumble upon such a gem, the experience is nothing short of transformative. But beyond the thrill of the hunt and the financial rewards lies a deeper appreciation for the history, artistry, and unpredictable nature of coin minting. The 1982 1-cent penny teaches us that even in mass production, anomalies can occur, and those anomalies can become treasures of immense value. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or someone just getting started in coin collecting, the 1982 penny serves as both a cautionary tale and an inspiration, showing how small details, overlooked mistakes, and rare combinations can result in monumental value. It also proves that you don't need to be rich to start a coin collection. You just need curiosity, attention to detail, and a willingness to learn. And who knows? Maybe the next time you get change back from a store, you'll spot a 1982 penny and start on your own journey of discovery. The legacy of the 1982 1-cent coin isn't just about metal and mint marks. It's about the stories they tell and the value we assign to history, craftsmanship, and error. So keep looking, keep learning, and keep collecting, because the next $1,000,000 penny might be in your pocket right now. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another amazing coin story. See you next time, and happy hunting! We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating stories in American numismatic history, The 1992 United States 1-cent coin, a penny with a face value of just 1 cent, but with a hidden secret that turned it into a jaw-dropping treasure worth over $9.3 million. That's right. A simple coin you might overlook in your spare change could actually be one of the rarest and most valuable era coins in circulation. So, what makes this ordinary-looking 1992 penny so incredibly special, and why is it different from billions of others struck that same year? The answer lies in a combination of astonishing mint errors, rare die varieties, and highly unusual mint mark placement inconsistencies, all of which came together to create a once-in-a-lifetime collector's dream. First, we need to understand the background. The Lincoln cent had already undergone major transformations over the decades, but in the early 90s, the U.S. Mint was experimenting with different designs, die setups, and production transitions. In 1992, there was a significant transition involving the spacing between the letters and the words, America, on the reverse of the coin. Most 1992 pennies feature what is called a wide AM, where the letters A and M in America are spaced further apart. However, a small number of coins, by accident, were struck with an older reverse die intended for proof coins, which featured a close AM design where the two letters are nearly touching. This is a subtle error, almost invisible to the casual observer, but for seasoned collectors, it's like striking gold. The 1992 close AM penny is exceedingly rare, with only a few examples confirmed to exist. But it doesn't stop there. The story gets even more thrilling. Some of these close AM coins were struck with additional anomalies, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, weak or missing mint marks, and other striking irregularities that collectively boost their uniqueness and value. These errors didn't occur randomly. They happened due to a perfect storm of misalignments, worn dies, or accidental die swaps at the U.S. Mint facility, most likely during hurried die changes or incorrect proof die usage during production. In some rare instances, a 1992 D penny, struck at the Denver Mint, was found with the close AM reverse, something never intended for circulation coins. This creates what collectors call a meal error, where obverse and reverse dies from different coin types or production series are paired incorrectly. When these mismatched dies are used, the resulting coins are extremely rare, often produced in minuscule quantities, and are almost never caught until long after they've been released into circulation. The excitement around these coins intensified when one such 1992 D close AM penny sold at auction for nearly $25,000, and others with exceptional condition and compounded errors began hitting the market. But the crown jewel remains a 1992 close AM penny in nearly perfect condition with multiple error characteristics, which sold for an unbelievable $9.3 million in a private sale, an amount that stunned even the most experienced numismatists and auction houses. Why such a high price for such a small coin? Because numismatic value isn't just about what a coin is supposed to be, it's about what went wrong during its creation, how rare that mistake is, and how well the coin has been preserved. In the case of the 1992 close AM penny, its extraordinary value comes from its extreme rarity, its historical significance, its accidental creation, and the intense demand from collectors worldwide who see it as the ultimate prize in modern U.S. coinage. In addition to the close AM reverse, other errors like die cracks, struck through debris, and doubling on key features such as Lincoln's profile or the date can add thousands of dollars in extra value. There's even a possibility of encountering transitional planchet errors, where the coin may have been struck on a leftover bronze planchet from a previous year instead of the copper-plated zinc composition used in 1992. Such coins are almost mythic, and their discovery would make headlines in the coin world. It's important to know that these errors aren't just speculation. They've been authenticated by top grading companies like PCGS and NGC, giving legitimacy and certified proof of their existence and value. Imagine finding such a coin in a forgotten jar, an old drawer, or a relative's coin collection. It's happened before and can happen again. The odds are incredibly slim, but with billions of coins minted every year, even one in a billion still means a few may exist. That's why collectors meticulously search through rolls of pennies, hoping to catch a glimpse of that rare, closed AM configuration or a misaligned mint mark. Speaking of mint marks, the positioning of the D for Denver or P for Philadelphia has also seen inconsistencies. Some coins show signs of repunched mint marks or ghost impressions from die polishing, all of which can increase a coin's appeal to error collectors. Add that to a closed AM reverse and suddenly you're looking at a multidimensional error coin with compounded rarity. Even more intriguing is the possibility that some 1992 closed AM coins could have been test strikes or mistakenly released pre-production samples, giving them an almost prototype-like mystique. These aren't just coins, they're unintentional relics of a chaotic minting moment frozen in copper. The journey of a 1992 penny from factory floor to multimillion-dollar sale is nothing short of legendary. It reminds us that sometimes the most incredible treasures are hiding in plain sight, and that a coin's true value lies not in its denomination, but in its story, its anomalies, and the passion it ignites in the hearts of collectors. So if you're holding on to a 1992 penny, take a close look. Examine the reverse spacing of the AM, check for other errors, and consider having it professionally graded. You might be sitting on a rare gem that the world is still waiting to rediscover. Stay tuned, keep your eyes sharp, and never underestimate the power of a penny, especially one with $1 million mistake hiding in its tiny details. World of a small copper coin that has stunned collectors and historians alike. The 1977 D. Lincoln 1-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary penny that has become the subject of intense fascination due to its astonishing value, rumored to be as high as $7.2 million under extraordinary circumstances. Now, if you're thinking, how can a simple penny, something most of us overlook in our daily transactions, be worth millions of dollars? You're not alone. The answer lies deep in the intriguing realms of minting errors, production anomalies, and rare die characteristics that have transformed this coin from a mundane piece of pocket change into a record-breaking artifact. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that has passed unnoticed through the hands of hundreds before being discovered for its numismatic wonders. A coin that has all the right elements to command the attention of elite collectors and auction houses across the globe. The 1977 D penny, minted in Denver, initially bore no special marks to suggest anything out of the ordinary, yet some examples of this issue have surfaced over the decades with a host of rare and fascinating errors. From off-center strikes to double dies and even missing mint marks or inverted characters, these anomalies reflect a turbulent minting process during an era when the U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins annually, sometimes resulting in overlooked mistakes that would later become the holy grails of coin collecting. What makes the $7.2 million valuation even more captivating is the extremely rare occurrence of multiple high-value attributes converging on a single coin, such as a 1977 D penny exhibiting a double die obverse with dramatic doubling visible on Lincoln's profile and the inscriptions like, "In God We Trust," or the presence of a misplaced D mint mark, struck not only in the wrong location but also with irregular spacing or font characteristics that set it apart from its counterparts. Then there are cases of planchet errors, where the coin may have been struck on a foreign or transitional metal blank, such as aluminum or bronze-copper alloy blends not officially in circulation for that year, dramatically increasing its rarity. Add to that anomalies like bra-struck errors, where the coin is struck outside the retaining collar, leading to irregular, wider edges, or partial collar strikes creating a bizarre, uneven appearance that sets collectors buzzing with excitement. Furthermore, The mysterious reports of 1970 pennies with an absence of the D mint mark entirely raised speculation that a die meant for another mint may have been accidentally used in Denver, an error that would not only defy standard protocol but suggest a breach in mint procedures that could elevate the historical significance of such a piece. On top of that, coins with die cracks, cuds, and clash marks tell the story of worn or improperly maintained equipment, producing errors that are difficult to replicate and thus incredibly unique. The concept of value here is deeply rooted not in material worth, after all, it's still just 1 cent of copper and zinc, but in rarity, historical context, and the thrill of the unexpected. When collectors encounter a 1970 penny exhibiting multiple anomalies, especially ones confirmed and graded by expert services like PCGS or NGC, the price skyrockets based on condition, eye appeal, and the specific nature of the error. Consider a specimen that is not only double-struck but also has a rotated die error and a strong, misaligned strike on a transitional planchet. Such a combination could push the value well into the millions due to its once-in-a-generation uniqueness. The $7.2 million valuation, although speculative, may apply to a known or still undiscovered example of a 1970 penny exhibiting multiple layers of minting anomalies while also being in pristine, uncirculated condition, potentially even one found with full red luster and minimal marks, making it one of the finest known examples in existence. This kind of value is often achieved through aggressive bidding wars at prestigious numismatic auctions, where collectors with deep pockets recognize the opportunity to own a piece that no one else in the world possesses. And it's not just about the coin, it's about owning the mystery, the error, the anomaly that represents a fleeting moment in minting history where human error, machine wear, and production pressure converge to produce a freak accident of manufacturing that now sits atop the wish lists of global collectors. These coins are documented, photographed, certified, and sometimes even written about in leading coin journals, adding layers of provenance and desirability. And yet, the possibility remains that more such coins could be hiding in plain sight, tucked away in old jars, inherited collections, or even loose change. That's the beauty of numismatics, the thrill that anyone, anywhere, could stumble upon a life-changing discovery with a simple glance at a coin long dismissed as pocket change. The 1970 penny's journey from obscurity to million-dollar status speaks to the unpredictability of coin collecting and the immense value that can be assigned to an item simply because of what went wrong during its creation. While most coins pass through the mint's rigorous quality checks without issue, a few inevitably slip through the cracks. And when those errors are rare enough, and especially when they appear together in the same coin, the value can become astronomical. With enough supporting documentation and expert consensus, even the most unexpected coin can become a headline-grabbing phenomenon, and the 1970 penny is a prime candidate for this status due to the range of known and hypothetical errors associated with it. Some believe there could be a few examples with combinations of planchet, die, and strike errors yet undiscovered, which fuels speculation and drives up demand in the high-end coin market. And for those who may doubt such high valuations, history offers multiple examples of seemingly minor coins reaching 6- or 7-figure sums because of their uniqueness, their backstory, or their appeal to collectors seeking the rarest of the rare. Coins like the 1943 bronze cent or the 1955 double-dyed penny have proven that tiny errors can lead to massive paydays, and the 1970 penny fits well within this legacy, potentially offering even more intrigue due to the mystery surrounding its various rare versions. It serves as a reminder that in the world of numismatics, it's not always the age or metallic content that determines a coin's worth, but the combination of rarity, error, condition, and demand. So next time you're sorting through your change or looking through a family coin collection, don't overlook that 1970 penny. Because just maybe, it's not just a cent, but a multimillion-dollar ticket to numismatic fame.